Nice to see you again, all right? And well, I guess if we can start, it's just a couple of minutes before, right? But you're here, the room is packed, and the presenter is here, right? So let's get started. Let me introduce Mr. Anthony Acevedo, okay? He is our first presenter today. Today is our closure. We are going to close all this round of presentations, and we really hope you find them, we are sure you find them useful, because when two teachers get together, a lot of learning takes place, right? And look how many teachers are around today. The first session of the day is going to be very important because it focuses on one of our main beliefs in teaching, Icpna teachers, and that is reading, instruction, and teaching reading. Mr. Acevedo started briefly this presentation talking about the library and all the wonderful things and opportunities that are awaiting for your students and you there, all right? And the presentation that he has chosen, the topic that he has chosen is aligned with us. So without much further ado, let me read a bit more about his biodata. I'm sure that you are interested also in knowing, right? Yes? A little more about him. Anthony Acevedo holds a bachelor's degree in psychology from the University of North Georgia and a master's degree in secondary education from the University of Alabama. He has worked in English language teaching as a teacher and administrator for over 20 years. He has co-authored articles on English language teaching and learning, specifically in the area of writing. Mr. Acevedo is the academic manager at the Instituto Cultural Peruano Norteamericano, Icpna. He works collaboratively with colleagues and professionals in the development and improvement of students' proficiency, guidelines, and academic services in order to provide the best learning opportunities available in Lima and Peru. Okay, so let's welcome him with a round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you, Nelly. Thank you, everybody. Good to see you all. And we're on our third day. We've got 3 presentations today, so let's get started. A few years ago, I was asked to give a presentation on reading, and I thought, okay, yeah, reading, I can do that, no problem, right? But then I started reading, and I found out I needed to know more about reading, right? So I ended up reading a lot. So to put together the presentation required a lot of reading, which is good. But let's look at reading and the definition of reading, and then how we can apply reading. So this is kind of an overview, a reflection, and an overview of the definitions in reading, and hopefully it will help us define better what we do in the classroom. So, taking a closer look at reading by defining reading. It's interesting, you can find all kinds of things about language by research and by reading. Reading is not rocket science, but we wouldn't have rocket science if we couldn't read, right? There'd be no way to pass on information. So the definition of reading by the dictionary is, this presentation is available on the internet, so if you want it, it's there. It's already there. Actually, you can Google it and find it. Definition of reading: perceiving a written text in order to understand its contents. That seems pretty simple, right? But sometimes we know that when we're working on language proficiency, it's more than this, right? There are other things that we do. But this is the overall context.